Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to this edition of Yorkville Sports. You're in the nest, the Eagles Nest, and I'm your host, Joe Patrick. Well, he was around here before, and he's back again. This is Daquan Hawkins, the director of the travel basketball program. He also directs the rec league basketball program. He's the director and the head coach of the tackle football program. He also is the head trainer, or if you want to call him that, of our strength and conditioning program. Daquan, how are you?
I'm good. And yourself?
All right. I don't know. I'm here, man. I'm here. You muscle-bound guy over here. Me, I need a little testosterone, or is it? Something like that. But anyway, Daquan, it's been a while since you've been here. I'm glad to have you back. I know we went through we went through the whole winter, and we didn't see you. So we want to cover a few things today. We want to talk about basketball. We want to set up our tackle football program for the fall and so on. But how has things been going overall with the Yorkville programs?
Well, since the last time I was here, Joe, we were in probably late February, early March when we was making our run into the playoffs in our travel basketball program. We made a good run in the playoffs there. Unfortunately, we came up short on a number of areas. But from there, we started to try out with our spring AAU program, which was actually pretty good this spring. Had 3 good teams, 4 solid teams. One of which won a tournament, a few weeks ago. And right now, that season's over. We're about to wrap up our spring basketball program for our house league this weekend with our playoff finales and championships. So, basketball's going well, and we're about to start up our high school summer league, first annual, where we're allowing teams to put together their own teams and play in a league where it's on Monday nights, so it's not, any sort of a weird day, like a weekend in the summertime. It's on a Monday night. And it's, inclusive to all the guys putting their teams together and coming out and play.
All right. So Monday nights, that's Monday nights throughout the summer. When does it actually start?
It starts June 20th.
Okay.
And it goes to August 1st, obviously skipping 4th of July because this year's on a Monday.
Okay. All right. And from what I saw earlier when I was looking at the applications, I saw that there was at least we're gonna cut that. I saw that there was at least 6 teams that you have in there now.
Correct. There's 6 teams in the program. We're going to cap it at 6 because we were going to push for 8, but because the league is starting in a couple of weeks, we decided to cap it at 6. But what it also showed us is that there is interest. Okay. So with the interest, we'll bring expansion. So expansion will obviously happen next summer, but we are going to expand it to 8 teams, maybe even further than that in the summer. And we've got a beautiful gym. We've got Trevor Day on the west side.
Nice.
Nice. That's going to house the league. We've got our dynamic site director and Joe Flax, who's going to be directing the league. Everybody loves him. Everybody knows him. So it's in good hands. And that's something that we hope to have build and grow for years to come.
All right. Well, there you have it. That's our summer basketball program. Remember, it's already full. But for those of you who are out there that have signed your teams up, the schedules are online right now. So what you could do is go to yyaa.org, scroll down towards the bottom of the home page and click on Summer Tournament. And that will take you to a page that has the schedules on it, so you guys will know where you're going and who you're playing and what times you're playing. All right. With that said, let's continue on with basketball. In terms of our travel basketball program, I know you've been holding tryouts. How's that been going?
Yep, we opened up tryouts last night for our rising 5th and 6th grade teams. Turnout was actually really good in terms of talent and numbers. And we have our second wave of tryouts on Sunday. Tomorrow night we have tryouts for our rising 7th and 8th graders down at Julia Richmond at 68th Street and 2nd Avenue. I'm excited because we have our great coaches coming back, and the program's really starting to manifest itself where we can have open tryouts and a group of kids will show up and we can put together the best team that we can possibly have in order to compete in the leagues that we play in the fall-winter season. All
right. So now let's segue. That's a good segue into what leagues we play in. So do you have an idea of where we're going to go?
The league we play in is down at Basketball City, which is right off the FDR Drive. It's called 55 Swish.
Okay.
Many of the other programs here in Manhattan also compete in that league. And like I said, we've had much success in it last year, and we plan on doing the same this year. The one thing about our program, right, in comparison to many others, which we've spoken up on the Nest in the past, is that we hold tryouts for one team. We're looking to put together one 5th grade, one 6th grade, one 7th grade, and one 8th grade team. So we're trying to put the best kids on the floor, the kids who are committed to the program, that want to be a part of the program, and the kids that want to grow in the program.
Right.
For example, our 8th grade team, they've been in the program since they were 5th graders, and they've weathered storms and stayed on the ship, and everything's managed to keep going forward to now where last year that was our undefeated team, and now this year they're going into the 8th grade division with high expectations, with great leadership at coach, and we're trying to really put together, like I said, a solid program. So with that also being said, we're doing for the first time an intro to travel program, which consists of a 3rd grade and a 4th grade team. Now, what the difference between that and the other teams is with this team, there are no tryouts.
Okay.
If you're interested in learning how the travel basketball scheme works, you just sign up for this program. We're probably going to take between 8 and 12 players. You're going to get the same focus in practice, except the commitment's not going to be as great as the other teams. The older teams have 2 practices a week. These 2 teams will have 1. And then they'll still be placed in that 55 Swish league where they can compete in actual games against other programs as well.
Nice. So that's for all of the younger boys who aspire to continue to play basketball on the travel level. We don't usually take you at such a young age, the 3rd and 4th grade boys, or is it 4th and 5th?
3rd and 4th.
The 3rd and 4th grade boys. We don't usually take you that young, but the interest is there, so we're putting it out there for you. We're going to create a travel program has been created for you. So come on out. You can get more information. Just go to yyaa.org and you'll find it on the homepage. Just go to basketball. Go to the travel basketball page and the rec league basketball page. I believe we have it on there too. And you'll be able to get information about this new travel prep program. It's for you young guys, the 3rd and 4th grade. So come on out and get with Daquan Hawkins and learn how to play that game. All right. So now, with that said, that's setting that up. How is our rec league going on?
Our rec league is fantastic.
Right.
This spring, we've seen numbers in terms of enrollment and participation that we haven't seen in quite some time.
Okay.
I think what's happening now is there's a group of people who are understanding the value of the recreational league, especially in a season like the spring, where it's either a program like ours or you're going to have to play in some really aggressive AAU program. And there's a lot of parents and a lot of families who don't necessarily want to make that commitment in the spring.
Right.
And we understand why, right? Weather's nice, outdoor sports, baseball, soccer, lacrosse. But there's a group of kids that still want to play basketball. And the luxury of that is, first and foremost, no rainouts, right?
That's true.
So we play every weekend.
That is
no
true.
No matter what.
That is true. No rainouts.
So we've seen, different divisions. Like, for example, our rookie girls division, 4th, 5th, and 6th grade. where they've had more teams this spring than they've had in springs in the past. And we're seeing growth in a lot of our recreational divisions, and that's a really positive sign because we want to have that program where it's still competitive, you're still competing against talented kids, but you're also, if you're just looking to play and have fun, we get that part too. So you're able to come in the gym, get equal playing time, play some basketball, meet some friends, develop, and just play. I mean, that's what the recreational program is all about, is being able to come out. We provide a venue for you, a safe, clean venue for you guys to play in, and then you can go ahead and go about your business. So that's the health of our recreation league program right now. It's very strong, and I'm positive about moving forward into the fall and winter and spring seasons of next year.
All right. When we return, we're going to take a short break here. When we return, we're going to talk about our football program, our tackle football program. There's some exciting things that go on in the tackle football program every year, and Daquan wants to talk about it. But before we go, we had an opportunity to play a game over the weekend. I don't know if it's a game. I don't know what to call this thing, but it's bubble ball. And, it's a crazy thing. It's like you take a big plastic bubble. You blow it up. It has a hole inside. It looks like a donut. You stick yourself inside, strap yourself in, and there's a bunch of other guys that are doing the same things with their bubbles, right? We throw a soccer ball out there, and what happened? You just look at what's going on here. It was exciting. It was raucous. It was funny. And, Daquan, I would love to get you in one of these bubbles.
You getting in one? I'm in one if you getting in one.
Yeah, I'd get him in the book, man, head first.
You're just going to have to grease me out of it, though.
You
have to
grease him out
have that
of it.
Chicken grease on the side.
You know what I'm saying? Remember that Crisco?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We got to Crisco him out of it. So when we return, we're going to finish up. We're going to talk about the travel tackle football program when we return with Daquan Hawkins.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Boys. Yeah. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We making noise. Hold on.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and we're here with Daquan Hawkins. He's the director of the tackle football program, and he's here to tell us about the health and the nature of that tackle program. It's a wonderful program. So, Daquan, tell us about it. What's going on with that tackle program?
All right, so the tackle football program, that's actually Yorkville's first program, I guess, of the new season, because we start in August,
right.
Where most programs start in September. But the health of that program is fantastic. We had our winter conditioning program, which was fantastic. We've had our spring conditioning program, which just wrapped up last Sunday, with a ton of kids learning football, both return players and new players. The interest in football, the whole cloud that was over it, and I'm not really going to get into that too much, it's sort of starting to go away. A lot of parents are now inquiring about our program, asking about our program, wanting to learn more about our program, and are feeling more comfortable with having their kids play tackle football. Simply because, and I say this to every parent who's been in the program or who's new to the program, we are a progressive program where our priority is safety. So, we understand that injuries occur in any sport, right? I mean, if we watch the NBA Finals 2 nights ago, Game 2, right? Kevin Love went down with a concussion, right? Elbow to the head, going up for a rebound.
And it didn't even look like it was that hard. He just laid out. Next thing you know, he was walking. He was taking himself out of the game.
Correct. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I think that a lot of people have now gotten to the point of realization that this stuff can happen in any sport. Right. So in football, what I tell a lot of parents, especially the new parents, is that it's all about teaching, right? Even when the analogy I always use is when you drive, you're not necessarily worried about your driving or what everybody else is driving. It's the same thing when it comes to safety and head injuries. It's not, we know what we teach, and we teach things the right way. we just do a really good job at checking the other programs when they're not doing things the right way. Whether it's in game, whether it's helping them with different development ways to develop their guys, and we all having an understanding that we're not out really to hurt anybody. We want to see some good, clean football.
Right.
So that's where we are right now, and we had our equipment fitting about a week and a half ago. It was on June 1st, and we had 40 kids show up.
Nice.
That's the most kids
Nice.
we've had show up in
Nice.
an equipment fitting night in probably 3 years.
Right.
And that's, mainly new players, which is great because we are expecting a lot of our players to come back who played last year. So we're looking to have 3 solid teams play this year. Our 9 and under team, which is our Peanuts, our 10 and 11-year-old team, which is our junior peewees, and our 12 and 13-year-old team, which is our junior midgets.
Right. So do we still have room for more players on all 3 of these programs?
Absolutely, and I
right.
said this, when I was here in the past, I said it then, the one good thing about youth tackle football in comparison to the other sports, whether it be lacrosse, soccer, baseball, or basketball, is in youth tackle football, if you're interested in playing, you don't have to try out. You just sign up.
You can just come sign up and play, and we'll find a spot for you.
Absolutely. Come as you are. What I tell anybody is that there's 22 positions on the field at one time. You'll play one of them, right? And we teach all of them. So if you're interested in playing tackle, it's easy. Just register online through our website, yyaa.org. If you want further information, you can call me directly at the office.
212-360-0022.
And we can go further with the program from there. So, like I said, we just had our equipment fitting. We're going to have a bunch of kids return. We're expecting between 70 and 75 kids this year, which is fantastic. And then, we're going to take it all the way up into training camp, which is August 15th. And we even have kids who register after that. So if you're interested in playing, like I said, just get the information, give us a call.
We have the information up on the board, all right?
That's right.
So now, tell us about the training aspect of it. One thing that is unique to Yorkville, I don't know if there is any other program that actually does this. We have an actual, remember the Titans and Friday Night Light type of camp that goes on at the end of August. So tell us about that camp. It's an actual, I think it's a week.
Yep, it's 5 days, 4 nights.
5 days, 4 nights. You go away. You're literally at a camp. And so tell us about that anyway.
So with that, some programs in the city do that. Not a lot, but we do it. Our camp this year is August 22nd to the 26th. Like you mentioned, it's 5 days, 4 nights, and it is football. It's, for those of you who are allowed to watch Hard Knocks, it's Hard Knocks. It's 2 to 3 practices a day, football meetings, team building exercises. Like when we've done it in the past with some of the camps that we've been privileged to go to, we did ropes course activities, color war, like camp games, and we split everybody up, and things matter. A talent show, which is awesome. The kids, they do this wonderful talent show at the end of the year. They embarrass themselves a little bit, but they also embarrass us, the coaches. And this is what builds the camaraderie of a football team, and this is what's the wholesome side of our program. When we break down our practices and our games, we always say family, Eagles, boom, right? So we're all a family. We all know that we're a family. And the unique side of our program is we come from all different walks of life, all different neighborhoods, but we come together for the sport of football. And training camp, when we have our overnight camp, that's where it all starts. And that's where the kids, like I said, a lot of football, so they come back tired and beat up, but they love it. And they want to do it every year, and it's something that these guys look forward to, So I'm always excited for it. Once we get into August, that's when I'm going to get all jittery because it's time for me to get in football mode. But it's an exciting opportunity for a child to really learn the game of football. They learn a lot about themselves, and they also learn a lot about their teammates. We do every year, middle of the week, after breakfast, I'll sit in front of the room, and it's always typically me and the coaches just sit around the room with the kids. And I'll ask every single kid in the room, why do you want to play football? And the answers that come from that it's touching. You know, we have parent chaperones that come, and they're blown away by some of these answers because you really get a chance, like I said earlier, to learn a lot about somebody, and you also learn a lot about yourself by answering that question. You know, because they answer with very real and genuine responses because they don't have to worry about, you know, being judged or, you know, someone jumping in and saying, no, that's not why you want to do this. You know,
and you know that's there's all kinds of mitigating factors that go into opening up yourself, the peer pressure and all that kind of stuff, the phobia of speaking even publicly and talking to an adult about what you're going through in life. And I know at a young age, being in sports involved myself, you know, some of these programs weren't available, you know, for us, even though we had a lot of things that were available. But this go away camp, this kind of like sleepaway football training camp, we didn't have that. That's taken it to another level. They only did that in some high schools and colleges. So now, you know, we're doing that here on the tackle football level. I don't know if to call it travel football, but
it's tackle football, and it is a travel team.
Right.
We play teams around the city, but it's not like, remember, basketball's basketball, whether you travel or not.
Right.
So you have to split the category as it being rec or house league or travel basketball. Tackle football, if you're playing tackle football, there aren't any house leagues.
Yeah.
You're going from neighborhood to neighborhood.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Football.
There's no house tackle rec league. I mean, where you get a bunch of guys that's coming out and playing tackle football. Yeah, that would be a madhouse.
That's right.
You know, whole blocks of guys. But anyway, so the nature of our tackle football program is strong. The nature of our travel basketball program is strong. Our rec league is going strong. Daquan Hawkins is a strong guy. So, you know, there you have it, guys. I mean, Daquan, you want to leave us with any parting words or shots about something?
The only thing that I'm going to say before I go is sports impacts people in more ways than we think. Right, we get caught up in what we see in the NBA and in the NFL and in NHL and MLB. Forget about all of that. When we all grew up and played recreational sport activities in our neighborhood and had an opportunity to meet new friends, make some enemies who became friends. Let's not forget about what sports is all about and the impact that it can have on children's lives, especially at this day and age where you have a lot of social media, you have a lot of bullying, we have a lot of things going on where kids don't really necessarily know how to find themselves. In most instances, kids find themselves in activities. It just so happens that Yorkville is all about sport activities.
Right.
So have your child play our sports. Have your children get involved in our programs. We have a bunch of dynamic football coaches, directors, basketball coaches, directors. We probably have the best staff in the business right now, and we're only getting stronger. Bring your kids, bring your friends, bring your families into our program and see what it's all about.
You know what? I think he went to the Statue of Liberty one time too many. Bring me your tired week and, you know, yearning to be Eagles. Because we're Eagles, and you know what we do. We fly higher than everybody else, and we come down on teams with our talents, and we shake them around and shake things up to bring about the best possible programs, period, whether or not it's travel, tackle, or anything here in New York City. And if you want to find out more about this Eagles program and this tackle program, just Yorkville, period, just call us at 212-360-0022 or just hit us on the web, yyaa.org. And, you know, Daquan Hawkins, he answers every phone call that comes to him. I know I call him about 5 or 6 times a day. Yo, Daquan! He picks up the phone. He gives me the answer. All right? So when we come back, no, we're not coming back. We'll see you sometime next week or sometime in the summer, guys. We're going to update. We have some video and films that we're going to send out over the summer. So for Arlene Verga, I'm Joe Patrick. This is Daquan Hawkins. Have a wonderful and blessed summer. Stay dry.
The next Eagles Nest is on location.
Oh, on the beach. Yeah, come on. All right.